Hey everybody. Well, I'm in recovery mode after that Carolina Reaper, so I thought I'd do something a little different, a little more mild, something that won't tear my stomach up anymore because that hurt like hell. Ooh. Stomach's a little tender today, needless to say, so I won't be doing any fresh pods today. Tomorrow I'll try to get back on the wagon and get them done. I got a whole bunch of stuff to do. I don't even know what I got to do. I haven't looked through them all. But today I'm going to do a little dual review. One of them is for Pfefferhaus, and that is the gentleman from Germany, Berlin to be exact, that sent me the cool products that I did a box opening of. And I was going to do one of the more mild ones tonight because my stomach is freaked out, and that is the killer corn. That's what it looks like. It's just a bag of snacks. I think it's kind of like kettle corn if I had to guess. And I'd read you the ingredients, but they're in German, but what I can make out is maize, I guess that's corn, I'm sure that's corn, cayenne, habanero, and jolokia powder. And there's salt and something else that I can't read, but anyhow, this is a cool looking snack. I'm going to try it. And I have something else I'm going to do a review of that I'll tell you in a second. It's a little off kilter, but we're going to do it. Oh, you know what it looks like? It looks like corn nuts. Looks like corn nuts that we have over here. The big hominy type corn fried up. See what it tastes like. It smells good. It smells like chili powder. Yep, smells definitely like chili powder and something else, like funny enough, it smells like coffee. I happen to be a huge fan of corn nuts. I could eat them and eat them. Oh, those are good. Wow, they're huge too. Look at the size of that thing. Don't mind my bandaged finger. I cut the living hell out of it at work about 2 weeks ago and it's still healing. I should have got stitches, but I'm a little stubborn. I just tried to fix it myself. Worked out pretty good, but it won't heal. So it's taken forever to heal. It was really deep. These are really good. I could eat, you know, a thousand pieces of this easy, sitting down. Wow. Just the right amount of heat too. It's not freaking me out or anything, but it's definitely got a little snap to it. And I know a lot of you have gone to the Pfefferhaus website that I put up, and it's in German. I went there and did the same thing. So it might be a little difficult to navigate. And I'm not positive still. I haven't heard back from Felix if he's going to ship internationally or just in Europe or just in Germany. So unfortunately I can't tell you that yet, but I will come back and edit these videos or just put it in the description or something. Maybe I'll do a final video and I'll have it by then, and I'll put out the final information of how it's going to be. I'd love to see a lot of you guys go over there and give him some business and check out his shop. The shop looks killer. I wish there was one here and I could walk into it because it's a neat looking place. Really set up nice, class all the way. He's got tasting stations and just a really, really cool looking shop. I wish we had one around here. I used to have one around here that was so real small. They had a small tasting station, but they had nothing to drink. It was pretty brutal. You get in there and burn the hell out of yourself. You had nowhere to go, man. It was in a mall, and it was really cool. They lasted about 2 years and they were gone. I don't know why, and that was probably 7, 8 years ago, maybe even longer. But nobody's opened one. Not that I've seen anyhow. I'd love to go to one. Anyhow, I'll let you know if that opens up or if he comes up with an English version of the page. That'd be cool. So Felix, if you're watching, put it in English, man. You get some business. We'll get some mail order stuff going. I know that's how he started in 2004, 2006, I think I read. He started with the online and then has 2 or 3 shops now. I know he's got one in Berlin and 2 other ones. I think he's got 3 shops now, if I had to guess. I should know all that probably, right? But like I said, I'm not a professional reviewer at all, not for products, but it sure is cool to try them out and let you guys know how they are. But anyhow, one more. Yeah, I could eat the hell out of that. That's a good snack. The second thing I'm going to talk about is I told Roland, a good friend of mine, from In the Hot Seat. That's his channel. It's Roland Awesome 2. You got to check out his channel. He's a funny son of a bitch. He's attempting to make his first sauce. Well, he did make his first sauce, and he wants me to try it out. I have not tasted it, and he wants me to be brutally honest about it, so he can learn what's right, what's wrong, and better it. You know. So this is what he sent me: the Hawaiian. That is what it looks like, and it looks damn good, I have to say. I don't know if you can see that in this weird light, but it looks good. It's very, very chunky, and he said he's going to blend it next time a little more, which I agree he probably should, just so it's a little smoother. But it isn't too bad. I mean, I like chunky sauces. A little close, but it looks good, and there's all kinds of stuff in it. From the list of ingredients, very original. I like it. And I guess I'll read you what's in it before I try it. I'm kind of excited to try it, actually. I love tasting what people come up with. Everybody's got their own little palate, you know, what they like and what they try to do, so it's kind of interesting. It has, and by the way, Roland, I love the way you categorize this, because what it tells me, he's got it categorized in the peppers that are in it, the base, the savory elements, and the extra or enhancement elements. That tells me that you're looking at it the right way. I like that just from the get-go, I haven't even tried it yet, and I can just tell you're going about it the right way. Start with the peppers. That's what most people don't do. They start with the heat. Start with the peppers and then figure out what you can use that fits with that pepper as a base. Add in your elements to beef up the flavor of that base, and then see if you can add some cool enhancements that actually help and matter. You know, don't just throw stuff in that just to say you have a lot of ingredients. If you aren't going to taste it and it is going to do something to the flavor, just disregard it. You'll see a lot of my sauces are kind of, some of them are simple. I mean, simpler the better. If you're not going to taste it, don't add it. Let's see. He says there is Amazon peppers, which I reviewed and were hotter than hell. That one surprised me, and the golden cayenne, which I just ate. I didn't review it. I reviewed a green one, and those are hot for a cayenne. So that's two really good peppers that go good together. The base, he says, is tomatoes and pineapple. That's an odd combination, but I kind of like it as long as there isn't too much tomato, which it doesn't look like there is. It looks like there might be more pineapple than tomato. The savory ingredients he has are onions, garlic, celery, and carrot. That's perfect. The extra ingredients he has is raspberries, definitely different, salt, chives, vinegar, and lime juice. It's perfect. That's a really nice combination for those peppers. So, let me see what it tastes like. And there it is, right coming out of the bottle. So let's see. Yeah, it's pretty thick, pretty chunkage. Oh, it's coming out though. What the hell? I don't know. I guess there are some pretty good sized chunks, but not any big chunks or anything. Let's get a nice teaspoonful of this and see what it does. Oh shit! There it comes. Damn near wore that. Alright, here you go. See what he's got. Taste the pineapple instantly. Damn. That's a nice run at a sauce for your first try, dude. I agree you should probably blend it a little, but I wouldn't blend it a lot. Don't make it mushy. I like the texture of it. Texture's good. Just a little bit, a little more blending maybe, but not much. You don't even really have to, really. I mean, it's good like that. Wow. Really good. It's got a good amount of vinegar in it. Good. I can taste the lime barely. I can taste more vinegar than lime. It's sweet, but it's not super sweet. I can taste damn near everything on that list in there. I'll tell you what. The garlic is just barely there. That's perfect for a sweet sauce. Onions are barely there. Celery I can just kind of taste. Carrot, I can't really taste that. The tomatoes are definitely not forefront, which is nice because it would have been funky with the pineapple. Nice little filler though to give it some little robustness to the sauce. I can taste both peppers too, which is nice. I can tell they're in there. That Amazon's coming through. There was some chunks of it in there. That's the last thing I chewed was a chunk of one of those, and that's what I'm tasting. What else? The raspberries. Can't say that I taste them. I don't taste them. Salt, chives, vinegar, and lime juice. Really picking up the chives or the raspberries, but that doesn't mean they're not helping the sauce in some way. You're never going to be able to taste every single item, but it could change the flavor. What would I do to that sauce? You wanted to know if there's anything I would do to improve it. I would probably add a touch more sugar or add a little bit more pineapple. Then you wouldn't need more sugar because it's there, but it's not overwhelming, and it's a Hawaiian sauce, so it wouldn't be bad to have a little more in there to really be able to pick it up. I don't think it would hide the flavor of the peppers at all. And maybe a little more salt. Everybody undersalts, in my opinion. Not mine. You just taste mine. They're right at the borderline. And that's because people freak out on salt. I mean, the amount of salt that goes into a sauce is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Every time I add salt to try to get it to where I know it's right, but you don't taste the salt, and I want to taste it. It freaks me out. I mean, cups of salt. That doesn't mean you shouldn't eat my sauces, but that's just the way it is. If you want it to be full flavor, and what people don't realize is that salt is a flavor enhancer. It brings out the flavor of everything else. It's not a spice in any way, but it enhances flavor tenfold. You start adding just a little more salt, and all of a sudden everything else is just stronger, and you can really taste it. And that's the point of salt, but you never want to bring it to the point where you taste the salt. Then you've gone too far. Now you got to stretch all the other ingredients to kind of hide it. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't push it right to that level. That's what I do. I just keep adding it. I bet I add salt. This last batch I made, I bet I added it 15 times to my sauce as I was making it, maybe 20. And I'm talking, throwing it in, let it dissolve, stir it up, taste it. A little more because I'm careful. I don't want to ruin the sauce, but I'm not going to sit there and let it be bland and just be like every other sauce. So that's a key that you got to remember. And even on sweet sauces, you got to have salt. Bring it up to where it doesn't make it not sweet, it doesn't taste like salt, but it just makes everything in it taste 10 times stronger. That's with any baking you do and everything. Everybody knows you make sugar cookies, there's salt in it. You make, everything sweet just about has salt in it in baking because it makes it stronger. So anyhow, that would be the only thing I would do. A touch more salt and some form of sugar. Maybe just increase the amount of raspberries in it, and then they would maybe come out, and that would add your sugar for you a little bit. But that's my only tip, man. It's a good sauce. My mouth is burning pretty good right now. It's a nice, even, hot burn. Didn't choke me or anything. I ate a pretty big spoonful of it. Excuse me, and it didn't choke me at all. It went down really good. I could eat more right now. I probably will as soon as this video goes off. I'll eat another spoon without a doubt. It's really good. The pureeing will make it more like a sauce. I actually ate that. I mean, it was like eating a relish almost because which I like. But it was like a relish. You have to chew it out because it was pretty coarse. But if you blend it, I wouldn't blend it much. I love the look of it. Looks really good. Looks cool. But anyhow, that's the Hawaiian by Roland. There you go. There's my review of your first sauce, and as brutally honest as I can be, which I always am anyhow, but much to my people's dismay sometimes, but it's just how I am. I'm going to tell you the way it is, and that's just it. If you don't like it, oh well. Gets me in trouble here and there, but I am what I am. Another thing I could suggest, just looking at that, you see that liquid, how it's separating out of it? That's why I use xanthan gum. And you can get it now. You can get it at natural food stores. There's a bunch of different options. You can use, I know I'm not going to remember the name of it, but it's, I can't remember what, people eat it as a additive to their food, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's a natural thickener. It's not xanthan gum. It does the same thing though, and you can get different ones. It's not maltodextrin. It's some other natural one. You'd know the name if I said it, but you get one of those, and just even the tiniest bit in there will cause suspension of the particles in there, so that nothing will sink, and it will not separate out your liquid like that. It'll sit for 6 months, and it'll still be bound. It'll still be together as one emulsified liquid. And that's the reason I use it, so it doesn't separate, and you don't get everything sinking to the bottom on a thinner sauce, you know. So anyhow, that's everywhere in the industry they use it, and all the salad dressings, everything you can buy has that stuff in it, because for that reason it's natural. It's nothing funky, doesn't taste like anything, doesn't smell like anything. Don't have to heat it to make it thicken. It's cheap, so why not? But anyhow, there's my tips for you, man. Great freaking job. That's a really good job on his first sauce. Better than mine, I'll tell you. Mine was horrible. My first sauce was absolutely terrible. I damn near didn't even want to make another one. And I make sauces all the time at work. I mean, all kinds of French, German, every kind of sauce there is. But that one is, I'm picky with hot sauce, you know, what it tastes like. So I stuck with it, and I know you will too. And give it a go, man. So anyhow, there's your review. And the review from Killer Corn from Pfefferhaus. Hopefully he gets that thing in English, and we get some of my United States folks over there and buying his products. I'm going to keep bugging him. Maybe I can bug him into having an English version, and start shipping it over. It's got some neat stuff. It's got some really, as you saw from the unboxing, those are products I haven't seen before, and it's just a neat gourmet shop for chilies, man. He's got a lot of stuff there. So anyhow, I'm going to go. I'll put his information in the bottom, and I'm going to put Roland's channel down there, so you guys can go check him out. He's got a funny channel. He does some cool stuff. He's a good friend. Anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.